On November 30th of 2022, the world as we know it changed forever. Artificial intelligence, or AI, officially became usable to the public through a tool
called ChatGPT.
PT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer.
It went from 0 to 1 million users in 5 days, which is the fastest any platform has ever grown. It took Netflix 41 months, Twitter 24 months, Facebook 10 months, and Instagram 1 month. In 5 days has completely changed everything. ChatGPT is an AI that you can talk to using text. Now this is the key part. Normally to speak to AI you would need to understand JavaScript code. However, OpenAI, the company that have actually made this, have designed it in a way where you can literally speak to it with a prompt. Hi, how are you? And it will literally reply to you. It's like Google but 10x. Imagine Google, yes you can get information off it, but you may have to sift through a lot of rubbish. Instantly gives you the answer like this. It is incredible. I thought we'd dive into it and dive into a couple of ways where you could potentially use this to make some money. I'm going to actually do these things and I'm going to give them a couple of weeks and then I'll update you on how they actually went. Now I know some of you are probably sat there thinking,
This is the worst.
you might be a developer, a creator, a copywriter, a freelancer. You may have spent years learning and understanding a skill set and you may be sat there thinking, no, it can't happen to me. I've spent so long, AI is bad. Look, it's here to stay.
No!
And it's only going to get bigger and better as the time goes on.
No!
If you look at the internet when it first came out to where we are now, or the first iPhone to where we are now, it's going to be exactly the same with these things like ChatGPT. So much more to this AI, and if you use it in the right way and you get your thinking hat on, you could truly 10x your revenue, your income. It can even benefit you in your job. As I said earlier, those of you that are freaking out about, oh my God, this is going to change my life in a bad way, I'm going to have no job. No, stick around. I'm going to explain to you how this can truly benefit you, whether it's in your profession, whether it's a side hustle, whether you're starting a business. Do me a favor, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you're new here, check it out, hit the button below, turn on the bell so you don't miss a video. Appreciate it. Now, why Fiverr and freelancing on Upwork, etc. is a great idea. There are other ways where you can use this. It's going to respond based on the question you ask it. The better the question, the better the response. Now, everyone's going to have access to this, and I have no idea the ins and outs of whether it'll ever be regulated. There's going to need to be some regulations in what you can ask it and what it can do. However, when you look at some of the people around the world, Elon, etc., talking about making the Tesla bot and the things that they're looking at creating and building in the future, this is just the start. I know Google also have their own AI, which they haven't actually released. I believe it's only for people of Google. However, now Google have recently said they are going to be releasing sooner than they had planned. OpenAI also have Dall-e. I believe it's Dall-e or Dall-e. Dall-e, I'm gonna go Dall-e, where you can basically type in a prompt to make you a photo, to make you some kind of image. A dog in a bowl smoking a cigar. Click generate, and there you have it. We now have a dog in a bowl smoking a cigar. We could take that image, we could utilize it in other ways. You could also get it to make you a logo. So you could go on here and you could say, make me a logo for my fitness business. Just as a quick brief run through, obviously, the better, like I said, the more detail you give, the better the response and the output is going to give you. Give it more input. If you just ask very basic generic questions, you're going to get things like this. However, you can see here already how amazing this will be and how much time this can save you. If you're a designer already, you are laughing because you know what you need to already input or what you need to create. But just before we get into the hustles and what you can set up, those of you that already have a profession, whether it's freelancing, digital design, logo creation, thumbnail design, website creation, graphic design, whatever it might be, this could be amazing for you because this could truly speed up and 10x the speed you could get your work done, which gives you a better service for your clients or your employer. You'll be able to proofread things a lot faster. You'd be able to punctuate things quicker. If we go on to ChatGPT quickly, if we start a new chat, it's me an email news letter on the market economics at the moment. And then here you'll see it will literally draft a hello, I hope this newsletter finds you well. And then what you can do is you can actually add to this. So you can write add in a little humor and some more detail, please. Hit enter and it will rewrite that email for you. And it will add in a little bit more humor. No spelling mistakes, the grammar will be everything. Again, you can recheck these things. But like I say, if you're someone where this is your line of work, just think how quickly your work can get done and how productive your days will be if you can just come onto this, boom. A little bit scary, but you have to be open-minded with these things. You can't always think, oh my God, the world's gonna take over me, robots are gonna run around like madness and Terminator 3 is gonna happen. So that's just a little insight into what it can do. Obviously play around with it. You can sign up to a free account on OpenAI. I'm not sure, again, how they're gonna take this, whether it's gonna become a paid thing or what. You also have on the images, you also have one called Midjourney, which is essentially a Discord server. It's still in beta at the moment, but you join the Discord. Here you have Midjourney. Now Midjourney, I would say, definitely gives and spits out much better quality images than the previous one. However, again, they're all still in beta, but essentially Midjourney here, you would come on here, you would go onto Midjourney, and then basically what you need to do is you need to accept the terms and conditions. Obviously you've got some rules and a welcome as to how to get started, etc. And then from here, you can just drop into one of the newbie chats. You can literally write that, you need to write a prompt, you need to write this, imagine, and then you can drop your prompt in, and whatever image you want, it can come up. You can upscale this image, you can save this image, you can do absolutely whatever you want with said image. I'll show you a couple of the images that I've already created from it. I've just been playing around very quickly, just working out some screensavers, some wallpapers, and these are completely copyright free because they are AI generated. If you haven't already, check it out. You do on Midjourney, you do only get 25 attempts, and then you have to start paying. Now to get into the good stuff, now to get into the hustles that you could look at starting and potentially making yourself some extra revenue, we'll check back and we'll update and see if any of these actually took off. There's a lot of people on the internet obviously showcasing different things. I want to do them and I want to give them time. I don't want to just rush it in 24 hours, 48 hours and go, oh, it worked or it didn't work. I want to see if it can actually generate a proper income or not. So number one in the side hustle, and this is one that actually my mum actually put me onto, so big ups to Mumsy. She writes books and whatnot, and she wanted to see if she could write a book through this and then upload it onto somewhere like Amazon. Can you write me a book about a dog called Bruno who likes to visit the beach, for example? And then what this will do is it will write me a book or a short story about a dog named Bruno who can visit the beach. And then the exciting thing of what you could do is you could go on to one of these AI generators. So whether you're using Midjourney or whether you're using Dall-e, and you could say, a dog called Bruno who is at the beach, right? So you could get your images for your book. You can have the scripts written. We've got our dog called Bruno at the beach. So these are AI generated. Again, you can play around with them. See, the more information you give it, the much better responses you're gonna get. I've seen some incredible art coming out of some of these, so really give it time. Can you now add some childlike humor just to make it a little bit more fun perhaps? And it will go, sure. And then it will rewrite and revise the entire script based on child humor. Now we have our completed script. We can read through it. You could then go on to somewhere like BookBolt once you've got your images and you've played around with it. And BookBolt can essentially create you the book. It can create you the images. It can put it all into a nice document. And you can literally put it onto Amazon. And if somebody buys it, Amazon take a cut, you take a cut. But Amazon will host it for you on their platform, and you'll just make money, and it's passive essentially in the background. You could make a couple of different books with different storylines, whatever it is, and you could put them out there. Number two, ChatGPT can also code. It can create scripts, it can create websites, it can create Pine scripts for trading. I've been playing around with it. Again, I need to understand things more, but understand my knowledge on things like coding is very limited. If you're someone that understands coding and it's your job, for example, you know exactly what to write in here for it to do it. So for example, make me a Pine script for a break and retest on the M15 timeframe. Here's the code. You can copy the code here and it will tell you exactly how to add it in and what to do. And then obviously if you understand what it is you need to change or upgrade, you can simply come into here and you can say, can you now please do X, Y, and Z, and it will add to it. Again, like I say, maybe you're a great coder already, you know how to do this, but this is quicker and then you can just make some little tweaks. This is something that I'm going to look into playing around with. I'm still trying to figure out how, so I've got to do a little bit of research. Obviously, this is a very basic thing I'm writing, break and retest on the M15, but imagine what it will be able to do in years to come when you can just put your whole strategy into a Pine script and boom. People are making apps for phones through this. Just trying to give you an idea of what you could perhaps use it for. So the next one is one called Study Pool. and basically study hall, you can become an educator on here, and they're claiming that you can earn up to $7,500 a month working from home, tutoring students. So students that don't want to do their homework, or that haven't got time to do their homework, or are busy or just lazy, will come on here, will leave the questions to what they need answering, and you can answer it. And imagine if you were to use this AI to answer the questions, how quickly and efficiently you could get back to people and how much you could get through. Now again, I haven't tried this. I'm going to sign up and see. You can see here the highest earners, 91,000, 89,000, 77,000. And here you'll have the questions. So organic chemistry mechanism of a reaction. You could just go, oh, $7. You apply for the job, I believe. You get the job. You come in here. You ask it. Bosh. See you later, you send that one off, you go again, you go again, you go again, you go again. And you continuously could just do that. Now think, if your mind's opening and expanding, now think of all the possibilities and opportunities out there that you could do through this. So we're going to sign up to become a tutor, and I'm going to let you guys and girls know how I get on in the next couple of weeks and months, whether I even get accepted. Next one I wanted to talk about is Etsy. So Etsy is another one where you could literally make a store. You can make a store completely free. I made one yesterday. And you can basically look to sell wall art, digital prints, etc., etc. Take it one step further, and you might want to go on to Printful. If you come to the store, you can see I called it Albzo's, right? You can click on View Store here, and it will show you what I've got. I've actually got a gaming mouse pad. I just quickly did it for the sake of the video. Literally put your print on a mug. You could put your print on another mat, phone case, flip-flops, t-shirts, bags, iPhone cases, AirPods. Think of the scale of what you could do here. So this one ships from UK, Spain, United States, Canada. So that would be a great one to just come on here. Whatever your print is, whatever your graphic is, go to design, choose your file, upload the file here, click apply. It would stick it on there like that for you. You can resize it to what canvases it fits. And then you can obviously upload that straight onto your Etsy store, and you can just leave it to tick over. You haven't got to do anything. You've just got to get a bit of traffic to your store. You could use Shopify for this. There's so many different ways to look to using this to benefiting us. So honestly, just play around with it, have a little go, have a little think, jot some ideas down. But I truly believe that it's going to change the game in a good way, providing you're open-minded, provided you're actually getting involved. And there may be ways that the things that I've shown you on here might not be able to do. I might not be able to tutor. I don't know. I'm putting myself out there as I'm going to be a tutor from AI. Maybe they'll watch this and go, no, I don't know. However, I just wanted to jump on. You guys at home may take some value from this. Hopefully you did. If you did take some value, please do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, share it around, get some eyes on it, get some more views on the channel. I appreciate you all. And like I say, if you're new here and you're yet to subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell so you don't miss a video. Got loads of great content coming this year. Catch you all in a bit. Peace and love, guys and girls.